Good. Going great. Awesome.
Great to hear.
Mm-hmm.
So it looks like Madge is going to be coaching the Brisbane Broncos.
Yeah. How good.
3 years.
How good.
3 years? In 3 years.
How will that?
3 years.
What I was saying, boys, is his manner in which he got on the old boys from New South Wales, the Blues.
Mhm.
I get the sense, because you have to do that with the old boys and Broncos. I can see him getting them to swim with him. Can you see that?
Yeah, he'll convince them eventually, but the old boys from the Broncos have got to take a back seat.
Yeah, I was going to say, does he have to?
Yeah,
they
got what they wanted last time.
They're a fairly meddling bunch, aren't they?
Yeah.
Well, they are.
To have their way.
Well, they are, but the meddling bunch, it's a powerful meddling bunch. It truly is, right? And they've had all this success behind them, and there's only a few journalists in Brisbane as compared to Sydney, and they're very easy to get a quote, whereas you kind of want someone from the old boys to say, just back them in, let them play. I don't think that'll ever happen, though.
Well, is it? Do you think Alfie stays? Because if Alfie stays and he's still running the water, is it not up to Alfie to sort of be the conduit?
Alfie's the one old boy that Madge needs to sit down. If he needs to sit down and entice anyone, Alfie's the first one.
Yeah, well, Alfie was there with Siebes. That didn't kind of help Siebes out, did it?
Well, Siebes didn't embrace the media, and he'll be the first to admit it. I think he's learned a lot from Brisbane. He didn't embrace the media. I think he sort of created a bit of an us first them, and I think that's just his mentality when he went in. And you see Siebes now as a far greater coach than he is now than what he was when he was at the Bronx.
Not ideal when you're owned by a media company.
Yeah, exactly.
Exactly.
Yeah. I know Benny Teo's up there. He's coaching Norths.
Redcliffe.
Redcliffe, sorry.
Redcliff.
Oh,
yeah,
so he coached him in the grand final.
Yeah.
Yes.
So they obviously were pretty tight in at the Bunnies days. So you would expect he might lean on Benny Teo. Adam Reynolds has only got the 1 year to go. You'd think he would go into coaching.
What about Mitchell Moses and the Claws and Origin?
Oh.
What is that clause?
Hasn't he got? He's got an option in his favour, hasn't he?
Oh, yes, he does.
Is that right?
Yeah, that was because the talk was that the Chooks were keen, but now Sammy Walker. Oh, you don't know.
Just on Madge and is Madge and Reno sweet?
Yeah.
Oh, they are.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
Why wouldn't they be?
Oh no, I'm just asking the question. I didn't know if they were. Or they
I only know. I'm pretty sure they are.
Okay.
AFL boys. I know the game was pretty ordinary, but Katy Perry, I thought she was very, very good. Did you get around Katy?
What do you mean the game was ordinary? The game was great.
It's a brilliant game.
Great game.
Well, not for us Sydney siders.
Katy Perry's okay.
No, she was good.
I thought she was good, but it doesn't I think you need something to just build the energy in the crowd.
I know she's obviously appeals to a different demographic than I, but so I was neither here nor there. But I know that a lot of other people really enjoyed her.
What demographic should
the younger, like your daughter's sort of age?
Well, what do you like? Who would you like to be performing up there, Sats?
Metallica.
Yes.
Yeah, we're not going to afford.
Mate, I've done some research.
Yes, rats all over this.
Mate, you get them for the same price as you paid Katy Perry.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay. Let me ask you
going
this.
rate.
Who did you ask?
Get on the Reddit forums. It's all there.
Okay.
What they cost.
No
Plenty
way.
of billionaires have paid for them to play at birthday parties and stuff.
1.5 million American.
Let me ask you this, gentlemen. Let me ask you this.
Yes.
Do you have to be at the ground? So, if you said, Metallica said, yeah, we'll do it, and we'll do it live. But we're going to do it live from a studio here in Los Angeles. Do you have to be at the ground?
I think they could do it that way.
Yep.
Because their music would just energise the crowd. That's what you want, isn't it? Like You want to liven the crowd up. You want to get them fired up for what's about to come. Not sort of have them a teeny bopping little clap and a sing and okay, come on, hurry up, bring the game out sort of thing. You want them fired up for the game. So I'm going hard for a year. Come with me, boys. Get on the bandwagon. Let's get Metallica.
Hang on.
I'm with you.
I've gone Bruce Springsteen. And we're getting for $2 million. We're getting $2 million. I went on OnlyFans and had a look at their forums. I couldn't find anything, but I couldn't find anything to do with Bruce. I think Bruce Springsteen, Metallica will be fantastic, but I think Bruce Springsteen, he's got those songs that just get you up and about.
But I just reckon if you thought differently and you just said, okay, maybe you are coming out next year, which Metallica are, I believe, and you just said, boys, just give us half an hour in your own studio, I reckon you can get them heaps cheaper.
My wife was down there.
Yeah, you probably would.
My wife was at the AFL Grand Final. She said it was unbelievable live.
Yeah, it would have been good. I think, Shug, what you're saying, like you would have seen the Virginia Tech run out video where they and they're on the screen. They're on the screen there and they're talking to the crowd and then they play the song. It's something similar to that. You sort of is that what you're sort of talking about?
100%.
Yeah, it'll work, and you're right. It would cost a lot less, and you'd still get the same sort of energy, I reckon.
2005, the NRL had a chance to get Justin Timberlake for $2 million.
Wow.
What? Right.
Yeah, because he was out touring. I'm pretty sure it was 05, and they knocked him back.
Really?
Well, they knocked him back.
So he was huge
they said they couldn't afford him. Couldn't afford him.
So they made $54 million apparently.
Who appeared 2005?
I don't know. No, that
wasn't Billy Joel, was it?
No, Billy Idol. Billy Idol was
Billy Idol. Sorry,
was he your year?
That was Fletcher's year.
That was our year. But how I know that because Britt was working at the NRL.
Yeah,
and she was too.
And they said they could have got him for $2 million. And I thought that was a steal.
If you were playing in the grand final and Metallica were playing before the grand final,
the end of the tunnel,
would you sneak out and just you sneak out and get a look at it? I did that for the World.
I'd be gripping my pillow tight. I reckon.
The World Cup.
Do you think we could get P Diddy cheaper?
If you get him out of lockup.
So Rat, here we go.
Yeah. Hey, Rat was telling a story. We've really cut him off.
Sorry, Rat.
No, I was just saying that 2003 World Cup opening game at Stadium Australia. I was sort of like so emotional to be like because it was just such a big moment for me. I wanted to go out and see the opening ceremony. And I snuck out there and I took a different tracksuit and I sat in the crowd, but someone picked me and I had to escape and get back into the dressing room.
I love that.
It's good though.
I love that.
Hey, Rat, because P. Diddy's in some strife.
He is.
It's not good.
Do you reckon he'll get the trial?
No, that's what I'm thinking. Do you think it could be J.E. style?
I think so.
He'll be getting a trial.
I hope it does get the trial, but gee, I tell you what, there's some names getting thrown about. I saw a list on the dark web
on
the
Reddit.
other day.
Oh, here we go. Tell us what's going on.
I saw a list of some names.
Give us a little bit because we've been tiptoeing around this.
Hey, there's a new Channing Tatum.
Channing Tatum.
Which one is it first?
Sorry,
Channing?
Colonoscopy.
Channing Tatum gets a lifetime of. Gets a lifetime of free colonoscopies.
Channing Tatum it is, mate.
What's he done? What's Channing done?
So, no, his new movie that's out, which is called Blink Twice.
Right.
So, many believe that the movie is loosely based on what happens at the parties.
Yeah, but the parties, these celebrities go to these parties.
Yeah, of their own free will. Yeah, and they stay of their own free will.
Correct.
And I think we should all moonwalk away from this conversation.
Okay, all right, I'm with you.
But
I want to know what goes on at these
I think
parties.
the issues have been with youth and young people and stuff like that. I don't know what goes on.
Okay, let's moonwalk. Hey boys, I'll find us a little filler here, like for just 30-second chat. Rad, I'm at one of your old establishments, the Woolooware Golf Club, yesterday.
Yes,
and
I've heard.
You heard the story.
Yep.
So these guys come over. We have a couple of beers. They have an argument between themselves about. The first at Woolooware, which is Index 1, it's about 400-metre par 4, and then you come back on the second one, which is about 380-metre par 4.
Yeah,
if you can only
couple of tough holes.
Yeah, if you can only use one club the whole way, what club would you two use in that scenario?
I'm using a pitching wedge.
No, you wouldn't.
Oh, the tourist just went. What, 400 metres? You gone pitching?
Well, no, I'm just knifing it off the tee. I'm not hitting it like a wedge. I'm just.
But for our mere mortal golfers, not you who's playing off one. 16 handicap.
Oh, well, if you'd use probably a 5 or a 6 iron or something.
5.
Yeah,
That's
5.
That's
That's
I'm going 6 iron, yeah.
Yeah, so tell us about the Rat handicap 1. So you would knife it, so you're going to hit it nice and chop it low.
Yeah, like you would normally hit them out of the bunker.
Yeah, but how far would you hit that?
Oh, probably about 180 or something.
And then you'd do the same thing over the creek.
Yep.
And then you chip on, and then you try and 1 or 2 putt for a 4 or 5.
Yeah, and just hit the belly of the ball. Yeah. That's
he uses a 3-wood.
Wow.
If he's just off the green, just to get it up and over the hill, he uses a 3-wood just to push it up.
Fun shot, that one.
How old were you, Rat, when you played your first game of golf?
I was very young, about 4 or 5. I used to love, mate, my old man, I never used to see him. Because he worked, back in the day, worked, played footy, toured, all that sort of stuff. So the only time I could go and hang out with him, but he played golf, so I used to just go and, I used to lay on his golf bag and he used to drag me around the golf course. And I got right into golf. I actually wanted to be a golfer before I wanted to be a footy player.
Wow.
But the old man couldn't teach me he wasn't a very good golfer, so he couldn't teach me much. So I ended up being a footy player. It's funny because him and Jack Newton were really good mates. And he goes, you know what? He goes, mate, my young bloke, he doesn't want to play golf. He just wants to play footy. And we sort of had the opposite. But,
yeah, he's young bloke. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
What's the lowest you've got down to, Andy? You got down to scratch?
+1.
+1. Oh, gosh, I'm starting to worry about our game.
No, we'll be right.
Are we still sweet?
Well, mate, I hear you working. I hear you working on it. Well, we're sweet, all right.
Well, don't
the
worry.
golf is going to be in mint condition.
So today, 9 holes, Sattler, 22 points.
Mate, he's had an absolute blinder.
Off what?
22 points
16.
off 9 holes.
Oh, we might be in strife here.
No, we're not, Brian. We're not.
No, you'll be right. You'll be right.
But we need to lock this in.
It is.
It's
It's Friday, December 13th, Glades Golf Course, Gold Coast.
Okay, so it's
Friday
locked
the
in.
13th. Friday the
locked
13th.
in.
Bring your ladders, bring your crack
It's my birthday as well.
And what
So
about
there you
the listeners?
Yeah, we're gonna block off.
Yeah, we'll block up a dozen groups.
We're gonna block off. Yeah, a group. Yeah.
Yeah, and we'll lock the times in. It's all right. I've spoken to the golf course.
Okay.
We'll lock the times in.
Incoming.
And mate, it's just a bit too far out.
No, it's not. It's never too far. It's never too far.
People forget.
No,
I've got a belt. We're getting a belt made up.
We
like
are.
the
The championship
UFC belt.
Yeah.
It's going to be good.
Hey, I need to. This is an argument really quickly. Are you going to talk about golf again? Keep going.
No, go. Yeah.
Right. I'm having an argument with my wife, so I'm taking. I just need some tally. I need a tally here of which side of the argument you're on. So when you put the laundry out on the clothesline, does a sock deserve a peg?
It depends how many pegs you've got. It depends how many pegs you've got. If you are struggling for pegs, definitely not. But they've got to be in pairs. They've got to be in pairs.
Yeah, 100%. They're in pairs. But we've now made a policy that, and I think it's more healthy, socks and undies in the dryer.
Oh, 100%. That's me,
right.
Shug.
Yep.
They don't even go on the line.
No.
Mate, the hanging the washing out is so much easier.
Yep.
Throw the socks and undies straight in the dryer, mate. Boom.
Shrink,
Done.
don't they?
Hang on.
Nah.
Yeah.
What about the environment?
Nah,
Mate, I've got solar.
We're
Exactly,
socks and
Brian.
undies. We're straight in the
Solar
dryer.
lasts for. Solar's another myth. You've been sucked in by this. Solar's the greatest myth in the world.
My bills, I don't have
Hang on,
a power bill anymore.
Are we sponsored by any solar people here? Oh, we are. I like it. They're grouse.
Yeah.
Sorry. I meant ironing.
Oh, I love ironing. I get it. I find it very therapeutic.
So do I.
I prefer going in a massage. I find that.
Yeah.
Hey, what about this for an A grade? So this was my A grade. I forgot to say it. So the lady jumped into a car and she was leaving and I wanted to take the spot. So I move in and I'm waiting there and she's taking a bit of time. Anyway, her seatbelt's on. The lights are on. I drive up and I don't beep her or anything. She's on her phone scrolling through Instagram.
Yeah, ordinary.
So I say, are you going? And she wound down the window. She says, no, I'm just finishing something. She's got a seatbelt on. Lights are on.
Mate, get out of the car park, pull her
Yeah.
around
That's
somewhere
what I
else.
thought.
Yeah.
So
Do you know if was the evidence that she was on Instagram?
yeah, because I creeped up. I creeped up.
Okay.
I sometimes do that. I'm not going to lie, but what I'll do is that when I get in the car, I make sure I don't put my keys in it, or I don't put my foot on the brake, so people don't, they don't see the lights on, so they don't give you away. It doesn't give you up.
I used to do this when I was plumbing. I would sit in because I like to sit in the car and eat. So I would sit in the passenger side to eat. So I
So
would
you're waiting for someone.
waiting for someone because I didn't want to look like.
I like it.
Yeah.
But I just move on.
Hey, gents, quick two quick things. We have to go, but shows. Any shows we need to watch?
Yes, I
Oh,
got one.
what have I watched? Monster. I watched
Yes,
that.
that's good.
The Menendez brothers.
Slow
Geez, aren't
horses.
they
Rubbish.
twisted individuals?
Slow horses.
Yep. Bad Monkey, boys. It's good
I haven't
fun.
watched
Get
that
around
Monkey. Which one?
It. Bad Monkey, Vince Vaughn.
Bad Monkey. Is that
Good
Vince
fun.
Vaughn?
Yeah, it's a good
Yeah,
fun show.
I haven't watched it. I'm into it. All right, I'll put that one.
Okay,
You've
follow-
seen
What do you- what do you
Banshee.
need a Banshee?
You've seen Banshee.
I haven't
you?
watched it.
Oh no.
Do yourself a favour. It's on binge.
Hey,
Banshee.
boys, why don't we
one of
get-
the great hidden gems.
we got to go. Why don't we get the boys
Yeah.
for a 5-minute seg, and before we all go, maybe Wednesday.
Okay.
Final say after teams are out. Can we do that, Brooks?
Good.
Just
Absolutely.
5-minute seg just on the grand final.
Yes.
We haven't
Yeah,
got there.
let's do it.
Hang
Good on you boys. Have a good show tonight.
Sorry,
Whoa,
before you
whoa,
go,
whoa, whoa, whoa.
Lundy's saying tomorrow's headline: NRL great Scott Sattler seeks advice on pegging. Nice work, Lundy.
Have a good show, lads.
Lundy, you're a sicko.
See you later.